What's up, it's Dom and I'm here with another video from NBA The Run. In today's video, we are gonna look at all of the zone abilities that are in the game and we are gonna rank them. Now, I know you are probably, in your head, you're probably like, another random guy making a tier list, like they don't know shit about the game. Let me tell you something. I already got almost 50 hours on the game, but most importantly, I've made a challenge for myself where I win the trophy with every single player. There are 43 players in the game and I have already got a trophy with 41 of them. Okay, so I've played pretty much every player in the game. I tried every zone ability in the game and I really know what I'm talking about, okay? But enough yapping. By the way, if you're interested in watching that challenge that I was talking about right now, all of the 41 episodes are already uploaded on the channel. Also, in my previous video, I was testing how shooting works in this game. So if you want to find out how the shooting works, go watch that video. But now, I've made a tier list and we are gonna rank the zone abilities. Okay, so first zone ability that I see in here is Deep Threat. Now, this ability reduces distance and guard penalty when shooting. The players that have this ability are the Rockets version of Kevin Durant, the current version of Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, and Destiny Jackson. This zone ability gotta be in the best tier. This ability is one of the most fun abilities in the game. It allows you to shoot fadeaways from half court. You can shoot even behind the half court. It's just, when you get this zone ability, you can do some crazy stuff. You can get a lot of highlights. It's a lot of fun, so this is definitely the best tier. Another zone ability is Amped Up. Now, Amped Up give you increased physical ratings, speed, stamina, power, jump height. The players that have this ability are Joel Embiid, the OKC version of SGA, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, and Paolo Banchero. Now, I put this ability in decent. Let me explain why. This ability, as it says, right, it gives you speed, stamina, power, and jump height. So all of this is great. However, the most important thing is the jump height, because the jump height actually affects your blocks. You know, it doesn't even, the blocks are not only connected to the block rating, they are connected to the jump height as well. For example, Kevin Durant, right? He doesn't really have a high block rating, but he jumps very high. The same goes for SGA, right? So when they jump for block, they jump really high and they are able to get the block. So I noticed when I played as a player that has Amped Up zone ability and I got the zone ability, I noticed that I was getting some of the blocks that I didn't usually get, you feel me? Because the player was just jumping higher. So that's why I put it into decent. Another zone ability, we have Dropping Dimes. Increase to passes rating and speed. Receiving player gets a boost to their shots rating. Now, I put this zone ability in useless. And I'm gonna explain why. The boost to your teammate's shots when you pass him, like if your teammate takes an open shot, if your teammate takes a good shot, he's gonna hit it even without your ability of Dropping Dimes. And when he takes a bad shot and he gets blocked or whatever, then this ability is not going to save him. So, you know, so I feel like this ability, it sounds great, don't get me wrong, it sounds great, but the way this game is made, it doesn't really make any difference, you know? So it's like this ability is useless in my opinion. Now, the players that have this ability are LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Haliburton, Lakers Luka Doncic, Josh Giddey, Trae Young, and the street legend, the Shentongue. Another ability, Ankle Breaker. Increased handles rating. Base tricks can break defender ankles. Players that have this ability, James Harden, Mavs version of Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Jalen Brunson, rookie version of Steph Curry, and the street legend Bobito Garcia. Straight garbage, let me tell you that. First off, you can break ankles with every player in the game, right? If you do the advanced move. The ankle breaker allows you, the description of this is that the ankle breaker zone ability allows you to also break ankles with basic moves, so you don't need to do the advanced move. But let me tell you this, why would you do the basic moves? The basic moves are slow, they are not fun. Every time you do a move, as a playmaker, right? Every time you do a move, it's an advanced move because it's faster, better, it looks better, it's like more exciting, you feel me? So and still, like, even if you have the ankle breaker zone ability and someone steals you, you know, they get a steal, like the chances of breaking their ankles feels the same. So that's the reason why I put it in the useless, because I've played multiple players with ankle breaker ability and I didn't see any difference from other players that don't have it. You know, I actually main Kevin Durant, the Rockets version of Kevin Durant. He got a deep threat ability and I be breaking everyone ankles. I don't need this zone ability to break ankles, you know. Another zone ability, Glass Cleaner. Now, the only player in the game to have this zone ability is Nikola Jokic. This ability increases your rebounds rating and increases putbacks rating out of rebound. Straight garbage. Putting it into useless again. Let me explain why. I already know I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I'm just saying facts. You feel me? Because look, rebounds are all about timing. You feel me? You can be Victor Wembanyama and Jalen Brunson can grab a rebound over you if you jump with the wrong timing, if you jump too soon or too late, or even if you get bad positioning because you can hit your head off the rim and then you can't move. You are basically stunned. You feel me? So rebounding and putbacking as well, putbacks as well. This is a matter of skill. It's not really a matter of this zone ability. Like if you get this zone ability and you are trash, it's not gonna save you, okay? So again, sounds great. If this was NBA 2K, this zone ability would actually be useful, but the way the game is made, this is just straight garbage, you feel me? Another ability, Going Off. Going Off increases your offensive ratings, shots, dunks, handles, and passes. Players to have this zone ability are rookie Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, Lakers version of LeBron James, Cade Cunningham, and Clippers version of SGA. This zone ability is, in my opinion, the best zone ability in the whole game. Let me explain why. And this is gonna be a fun fact how I found about this, right? So I already knew that I want to main KD, right? Because KD, in my opinion, KD is the best player in the whole game. Now I was deciding if I wanna main the current Rockets KD or the Supersonics rookie KD, right? So I was testing them. I was testing a whole different things, and I found out, because I was like, firstly I was more sided with the Rockets KD, because I was like, I like his zone ability better. The deep threat, it's fun, you can shoot deep shots, you know. But then I found out that going off works the same way. Going off boosts your offensive attributes that include shooting, right? So when you activate going off zone ability, your range actually extends. It works the same way as deep threat, but as a bonus, you also get a boost to dunks, to handles, and to passes. Now I'm gonna play a clip, short clip right now, where I explain how I found that the going off actually works as a deep threat, right? So I'm gonna play a clip right now, it's gonna get explained. Yo guys, what's up? It's Dom. I was just testing which KD is better for me and which KD should I main in this game, and I found something very interesting. So far I like the Rockets KD more because I like his zone ability more, because he got the deep threat zone ability and it extends your range, so you can shoot deep shots, you can make some crazy highlights, you can just have fun with it, you know. And this young KD's zone ability is called going off, and it boosts your offensive stats, so it boosts your shot, your dunk, and your handles. So as I said, I found the Rockets KD zone ability more exciting, right? But then I was testing a different type of stuff in the shoot around, and this is what I found out. The going off zone ability also works the same way as deep threat zone ability. It also extends your range, and it also makes you able to take deep shots. Look at this. Look at the circle behind my player. Right now it's green, that means I have the highest chance to hit the shot. If I go further, it becomes yellow, so it's a lower chance. And then on the logo, when the logo starts, it's red, right? So that's the lowest chance to get a shot. So remember it, right? Remember the colors. Now I activated zone ability, and look at this. Green, 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 green. So on the logo, when it became red before, now it's yellow. Now it's orange, and red is all the way here. So it boosts, it extends your range the same way deep threat does. You know, now I'm not gonna lie, I think that deep threat extends your range a little bit more. So this is like a mini deep threat, you know, but it still extends your range pretty noticeably. And also you get boosts to dunks and handles. So this might be the best takeover in the game right now, I'm not gonna lie. So just an interesting fact for you, and that's it. Okay, so that is the best zone ability in the game in my opinion. Another zone ability, lockdown. Increased defensive stats, steals, blocks, shove, guard. Now I put this in the mid category. Again, this zone ability, the description sounds very good, you know, but when you put it like in a test and you actually play the game, it's kind of similar scenario to the others that are in the useless tier, right? Because look, you receive a boost to shoves, to steals, to blocks, but still you have to play it smart, you know. Like if someone the easiest counter to steals is to pass the ball, right? So if someone doesn't pass the ball and he just runs straight, then you steal the ball from them even without the steals boost, even without the zone ability. And if someone passes the ball, then you don't steal the ball even with the zone ability, you know? For blocks, the best counter for blocks is pump fake, right? So if someone pump fakes you, again, you are not gonna get the block even though you are gonna have boost to blocks. And the other way around, if someone doesn't pump fake and you get the timing right, you get the block despite having the zone ability. So it's not really like, again, it doesn't really change the game for you. But I guess it's like handy to have the boost. So I was balancing between useless and mid, but I put it in the mid category. Now, players to have this ability are, let me see, Kawhi Leonard, Cooper Flag, Amen Thompson, and Bam Adebayo. Another zone ability is Pickpocket. Pickpocket, in my opinion, is the same tier as Lockdown, right? Pickpocket, it boosts, let me see the description. Increased steals rating, reduced steal fail penalty. So again, it's handy to have it, but it's not really a game changer, you feel me? The only character to have this ability is Spin Cycle. Now, Paint Patrol. Paint Patrol increases your blocks rating and increases your chance to posterize. Posterize knockdown time times 1.5. This is a decent zone ability. Now, to better explain this, I'm gonna first rank Posterizer too. So Posterizer, in my opinion, is mid. Posterizer, increased dunks rating, increased chance to posterize, posterize knockdown time x 1.5, right? So Posterizer and Paint Patrol, they basically work the same. The only reason is that Paint Patrol boosts your blocks plus boosts your chance to posterizer, and Posterizer also boosts your chance to posterizer, but instead of blocks, it gives you a boost to your dunks. The reason I put Paint Patrol over Posterizer is because all of the players that have Posterizer, which are Anthony Edwards, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Cavaliers version of LeBron James, and Zion Williamson, all of them are have a very, very high dunk rating, you know? So again, when I activated Posterizer, I didn't notice any difference because even without Posterizer, I was making all of the dunks, you know? So I didn't really like. And then when I had Posterizer, one time I even got blocked. So it's like, again, I didn't see much difference, but you still get the higher chance to Posterizer player. So I put it in the mid tier, and Paint Patrol I put in a decent tier because it also boosts your block rating. So in my opinion, is better than Posterizer. Now, the players to have Paint Patrol ability are Victor Wembanyama, Scotty Barnes, and Anthony Davis. And we have the last two zone abilities. One is the Shadow. The Shadow increases your guard rating and range, and the baller doesn't need to be in guard stance to affect the ball handler. The only player in the game to have this zone ability is the street legend El Gigante. This zone ability is straight garbage. Let me explain why. Again, increased guard rating and range. Bowler doesn't need to be in guard stance to affect the polo handler. Now, whoever plays the game, let me know how many times you use the guard stance. I have almost 50 hours on the game and I never used the guard stance. You wanna be fast, you don't wanna move like a crab, you wanna be fast, so you're just running with a sprint or you're jogging, pressing steals, and then you're trying to get a block, you know? I didn't see, not only me, I didn't see anyone in the lobby ever use the guard stance. So again, this ability is useless because you don't really use guard stance anyway, so you don't need to a boost to guard stance, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And last zone ability is Rocketman. Rocketman is a decent zone ability. Now you get increased speed rating, no energy drain for sprint. Also, the players to have this zone ability are Ja Morant and Tyrese Maxey. Now, let me know. Let me tell you why I put it in decent, and also a little fun fact about this zone ability, right? Obviously, you are faster and you have no stamina drain. That's all great already. But the most important thing is that I was curious. Like, I've read the no energy drain, and I was like, okay, so how does it work in defense, right? Because in defense, when you spam steals, your energy drains very quick. If you play as a normal player and you're spamming steals, in a few seconds you are out of energy, you cannot move, you cannot sprint, you are just done, drained, So I tested Rocketman, right? I got this in the zone ability and I was spamming steals. And the energy drain, the no energy drain, actually works for steals too. So you are faster, you can sprint around without any energy drain, and you can be pressing steal the whole time and your energy doesn't drain. So that's why I put it in decent, and I was actually thinking about putting it in the best tier, but then I thought it's unfair because these two zone abilities in the best tier are really like on a whole another level, you feel me? So that's why I put it in decent. And if we want to do it also in order, so the best ones are on the start, I would put it in the best tier. Going Off is the best one in the whole game. Then we got Deep Threat. Then we got... Hold on. How I'ma do it? Then we got... I would say Amped Up. Then we got Rocketman. Paint Patrol. Here we got Lockdown. Pickpocket Posterizer. It can be like this. Then we got... I would say Ankle Breaker, Glass Cleaner, Dropping Dimes, the Shadow. That's how I would leave it, right? The Shadow is the worst in the game, like not even a doubt. But yeah, I hope that you learned something new in this video. I bet that many people didn't know that Going Off actually works similar to Deep Threat. I bet that many of you didn't know that Amped Up boosts your blocks because of the jump height. I bet that many of you didn't know that Rocketman allows you to spam steals without draining your energy. So I'm pretty sure I shared a lot of new information to some of you. If you liked the video, I really put a lot of effort, into testing a different stuff and trying to share it with you. So please like the video. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Comment down below what do you want me to test next and what are your experiences with the game so far. Subscribe to the channel because I have a lot of new content coming. I want to do a player tier list too, but as I said, I'm missing the last 2 players that I didn't unlock yet, so I will do the player tier list after I play for everyone and after I get the trophy with everyone, you know? I want to do a tips and tricks video because I found out about a lot of stuff that I want to share with you as well. And that's about it. Yeah, then I have another video in the drafts already where I'm just talking about what needs to be fixed in the game, what's broken, what's not working, like what could be added. So stay tuned. I really have a lot of videos coming, you know? So subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. But most importantly, take care of yourselves and stay safe, alright? Appreciate everyone watching the video and see you in the next one. Peace.